Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I am joined by Sharzad.
Hi everybody!
Why don't you introduce yourself?
My name is Sharzad, my YouTube channel is Sharzad Kiade, and I make all kinds of random videos. Anything from travel vlogs to cooking. I have a little segment now that I do called the Dancing Kitchen where I make fun, fresh, vegetarian, very easy meals. And then there's a couple makeup tutorials on there too.
We're doing this video because the first time I met Sharzad, we started talking about our birth experience and it was shockingly similar. And if you guys have watched my labor and delivery story, you know that I had an emergency C-section. And similarly,
yes,
Sharzad had an emergency C-section, and both of us had these kind of preconceived notions in our mind of what birth was going to be, and the last thing we were prepared for was a C-section. And so today we are going to talk about the 5 things we wish we had known before having a C-section.
Yep.
Number 1, that operating room is cold, and I mean freezing. I have been to the base camp of a Himalayan mountain, I kid you not, that was not colder than that operating room.
Really? That's a whole nother video.
That's a whole other story.
Yeah.
But it was like bone chilling cold.
Yes, it was freezing so much to the point where I was like physically, like I was shaking, and I remember I could not stop shaking. I've never had shakes like that before, and I was just like, I mean, you know, not to freak anybody out, you know, life goes on, but I was just laying there just shaking and just tearing.
Oh yeah.
So I was like terrified.
Well, and you just, you don't know why it's so cold. Right. I mean, later come to find out that it's so, you know, everything is sanitary. Number 2, nobody is going to tell you what is going on.
Right.
I would legit pay more money to have somebody in the room just narrating. Maybe not like the nitty gritty of like, now you're being cut open and now your intestines are coming out of your body. But like, we are going to now give you this shot.
I wish there was like a little bit more communication going on of just like, okay, and now we're pulling the baby out, or like, hang in there, you've got like 3 minutes left, or you're doing great, or whatever.
Encouragement.
You know, like a cheerleader, because my doula wasn't in the room, and then, you know, I didn't know Michael was back there, and of course your husband or baby daddy or whoever's with you, they're just as freaked out as you are. You know, even though they're not necessarily like going through what you're going through, obviously they're not, but they're just as freaked out. They're about to become a parent just like you are, you know, and
and they're like, Joe, I remember Joe later saying like, I was watching you get cut open. Right. And like, while scientifically I was very interested and intrigued, emotionally I was terrified. I think this is a good segue though into number 3, which is you will be judged and it will not feel good. Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of rhetoric around, you know, you just didn't try hard enough. And, or, you know, your body failed you. Yeah. And I find that really offensive. And I think Joe was actually really great in helping me kind of get through that feeling. Like I kept being like, I didn't actually give birth. He's like, well, what are you talking about? Right.
Guys have such a good, I feel like, more practical approach to a lot of things, you know, and thank God for them, because for me, I was such an emotional mess. I mean, obviously, you know, you just have a baby, you've got all these other emotions going on, and then there's a lot of like guilt and shame that you feel like you put on yourself if you didn't want a C-section to begin with. Yeah. And then comes the judgment from other people. And it's like, I want to take everyone who says, you didn't try hard enough, and I want to shake them, and I want to like tell them all of the things that I did, and I did everything, and I'm sure you did too. And when I say everything, I mean everything. There is not one thing that you could say out there that I didn't try, because I was over, and I know you did this too, we were 2 weeks late. We were both. That's a lot of time to try, because I was starting from 2 weeks before that, so that's like a month of trying to get this baby out of me. Naturally.
I did everything.
I mean, you name it. I was practically like snorting wasabi at one point.
Oh, me too. Okay, number 4. There are some side benefits to having a C-section.
Yes, there are.
The most obvious one being that everything down here remains intact.
Lady bits.
The lady bits remain intact. We're finding the silver lining here. What else? What other good things?
what's better than that?
The baby's head is like perfectly round.
Yes.
I know that like goes away and everything, but like, and they're clean, nice and clean when they come to you. So while I did have in my mind that image of like, and I get my baby, like I wasn't, a baby. You know, I was like okay when he like came to me all snuggly and like clean and warm. At least in the moment, that was something that I was kind of comforting myself with. It was like, oh, this is nice. I didn't get that like moment that I had been picturing, but you know, he was so perfect looking.
I know, my little itty bitty was so fresh and perfect looking and just sweet as can be that it didn't matter. I swear it didn't matter at all. I was just so happy that I was doing okay, and that more than anything that my baby was doing okay.
Yes.
And I'm really happy that I didn't tear my lady bits apart.
Yeah, me too.
My vagine is fully intact, and I just really like that word.
I like it too. I'm taking it. I'm gonna be using that from now on, and all the times I use the word. Vagine. And number 5, of course, I have to end on a heartfelt, heartwarming moment. It is all worth it.
It is so all worth it. Yeah, it's 100% worth it no matter how your baby gets here. I think that there's, you know, like we talked about, you get judged, you know, for having a C-section. And I don't know, I mean, I feel like, you know, no matter what, you get judged from having a C-section, but it is totally 100% worth it. Yes. The most important thing, healthy baby, healthy mommy.
Exactly. Yeah. And it is something that people tell you before you have a child, like, don't get hung up on how things happen, but as a first-time mom, I think it's hard to not have sort of hopes and wishes and dreams of how things are going to go. Yeah. But I kept thinking, this is my first lesson with a child of like things do not go how you plan. Like, many a day I have planned to do, I've had grand ambitions of going and hiking and doing these things, and Jonah's just not feeling it, and you just have to roll with it.
I think that's the best note to end on too, is that it is such an interesting lesson, because I am a planner. You know, I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. I write something down, guess what, it's gonna happen. So it was such a true first lesson in motherhood. Like, I'm not like the boss anymore, he is the boss. He does, my son does what he wants. He entered the world the way he wanted to. He wanted to be born on my little sister's birthday, so I was like, okay, that's cool, you came 2 weeks late to share a birthday with your auntie. And like, he just, like, he's his own little person. I work for him.
So we hope this video has been helpful for any of you mamas out there who might have a C-section in the future. Don't be scared. It's really not, it is a lot, but it is not that bad, and you just kind of do it. Like, all things
nothing
you can't
handle.
It's nothing if I can handle it, and I'm a huge wuss. So thank you so much for being on my channel.
Thank you. I love chatting about motherhood.
So great. Please make sure to go subscribe to her. She makes amazing videos.
Calm down.
I love all of your travel stuff, and definitely I need to dig into that makeup tip library because.
And Sarah's making a cameo on my channel too.
Yes, and if you guys want to go see the video that I'm making on her channel, click right here.
Woo woo!